Assalamu alaikum, namaste, and welcome everybody to the News Hour with your favorite host and host Jennifer Rogers. And if you are new to our channel, do not forget to share this video with all your friends and family so they are aware about all the things happening in Qatar and all around the world. And with that, we are also available on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where we post a lot of interesting content and it's just for you. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. Our YouTube channel is also called Qatar Day. And do not forget to check out our other channel, which is called qatarday.com. And with this, I have about 4 local news and 2 international. So let's just get into it. The first one being, hello Mr. Asya, how are you? No more than 4 people are allowed in a car, including driver. Families are being exempted from this. So the Ministry of Interior on Tuesday said that all citizens and residents are obliged while going out to not have more than 4 people in a vehicle, including the driver. Okay, so including the driver, just 3 people can sit. So in total, 4 people. Now the maximum number of people allowed in a car is 4, including the driver, except for families. It's mandatory to wear a face mask while going out. So you have to just remember this, okay? Now Qatar Airways launches a voluntary carbon offset program for passengers. Qatar Airways partners with ITA and Climate Care to launch a voluntary carbon offset program for passengers. Qatar Airways today announced the official launch of its Carbon Other program. The airline's passengers now have the opportunity to voluntarily offset the carbon emission associated with the journey of the point of the booking. Now, Qatar Airways Carbon Offset Program is built on partnership with the International Air Transport Association, that is ITA. Carbon Offset Program, providing its customers with the assurance that the credit bought to offset these emissions are from the project delivering independently verified carbon reduction as well as wider environmental and social benefits. Now, Qatar Airways Group Chief Executive, His Excellency Mr. Akbar Al-Bakir, said that we are pleased to be able to offer our customers the opportunity to offset the carbon emission associated with the journeys with us. As an environmentally responsible airline, our modern fleet of technologically advanced aircraft, together with our efficient program, just started anyways, combined to the optimized aircraft program and reduce the environmental impact of flying, our customers can now help to further minimize their environmental footprint by opting to contribute to our carbon offset program. Now with this, let me get to the other news of the day, which is Doha Metro has halted use of paper tickets to protect the environment. So the Doha Metro has halted the use of all paper tickets to protect the environment. Its operator has said, what they said was, we have suspended the use of all paper tickets and replaced them with reusable travel cards to promote more sustainability. Commissioned to be start to operation in last May. The 76-kilometer long metro suspended its service in mid-March as part of the precaution to limit the spread of the coronavirus. The service resumed on September 30 as a part of its overall capacity. Now with this, let me get to the issue of the guide of labor re-employment platform. So Qatar Chamber, in cooperation with the Ministry of Administrative Development, Labor and Social Affairs, recently issued a guide to inform companies how to use the labor re-employment platform. So the guide, which was introduced in Arabic and English languages, provided detailed information on how to register in the platform, which was launched by the Chamber in cooperation with the Ministry with the aim of helping companies to obtain appropriate employment in a way that ensures the continuity of projects and business in the local market. Now the guide contains a detailed explanation to inform users on the required procedures and steps needed to complete the registration in the platform. Okay. Now the guide offers information about the registration of companies, that are looking for new employment and guidelines on how to identify the candidate's resume. It also includes an explanation of the registration of laid out or reducted laborers. The guide can be found on Qatar Chamber website and the Chamber's social media page. The electronic platform is working through an easy interface to help companies easily find skilled laborers and shortlisted candidates. In regards, the Chamber also called on companies that are searching for new employment to log into platform and benefit from its services. Last month, the Chamber developed and updated the platform to facilitate the registration of companies in it. Mr. Abdul Basit, no, I do not have any information about it yet. And I always say that I don't have information about it right now, but whenever I do, I will come live and give you guys the news about it. If not me, one of my colleagues will surely do a whole, a segment on this, so do not worry. Now let me go to the international news of the day, which is Ethiopia's PM orders military response to base attack. So Ethiopia's Prime Minister has ordered a military offensive to subdue a long-running movement in the state following an alleged attack on the army base. So the accused ruling party for launching the attack. Now they are accusing, and he said to the group that they tried to loot the military assets. In a statement posted on the social media, details of the attack could not be immediately verified. However, tensions between the government and the TPLF has escalated in the recent months, with both sides accusing the other for plotting of use military forces, where there are fears that Ethiopia could break up right now. In the statement posted on his Twitter and Facebook page, he said in his defense forces that have been ordered to carry out this mission to save the country. He added that the final point of the red line has been crossed. Force is being used in the last measure to save the people in the country. And he also told reporters on Monday that the government is going to attack. Allegedly, it was punishment for organizing its own election for the Treasury Parliament in September in direct defense of the federal government and the Electoral Board decision to postpone all elections. The government has described the vote as illegal, and the National Electoral Board has ever since said that the general election should go ahead in May or June of next year. Now with this, let us talk about the US election, how a mystery robocall urged voters to stay at home during the voting. The FBI is investigating a mysterious robocall urging people across the US to stay home on election day. Millions of voters have reported receiving an automated call telling them to stay home and stay safe. Americans are voting on one of the most one of the biggest presidential polls in decades, pitting incumbent Republican Donald Trump against the Democrat Joe Biden. Now, the origins of the call remain unclear, and some have not specifically mentioned voting, but there's a little bit of confusion about this one across the industry. The vice president at RoboKill, a company that fights robocalls, told the news agency. One of the calls reportedly said, "Hello, this is just a test call. Time to stay home. Stay safe and stay home." This is what the call said, a robocall, okay? Now, this call has been doing the round for almost a year, but became one of the biggest spam calls in the country on Tuesday. Officials have raised concern over robocalls in the key battleground state, Michigan, including one urging residents in the city of Flint to vote tomorrow became one of the longest queues. Obviously, this is false and an effort to suppress the vote, as said by the Michigan attorney. Do not fall for it. My first thought was that, now this is a person who spoke about this thought. He said that my first thought was that it actually was a municipal test for COVID lockdown thingy, but the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, this actually feels really off and weird, and then started to feel like it was some sort of maybe way of suppressing voters, or suppressing the votes. The New York State officials are also investigating allegations of robocalls, spreading disinformation, and encouraging people to stay home. Attempts to hide votes from exercising their rights to cast the ballots are disheartening, disturbing, and wrong, New York Attorney General James said. Now with this, I'm done with all the updates for today. Thank you so much for logging on to Qatar Day. Keep loving, keep supporting, keep watching Qatar Day, the pulse of the nation. Me, your host, and those Jennifer Rogers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, remember to stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Khuda Hafiz.